Hello and welcome to Eat These Words. Today I'm going to be doing a recipe that dates back to 1946, possibly even earlier. I'm not overly sure because it's not been written down anywhere. I've got this from this book here, Eating for Victory, which is a compilation of all of the Ministry of Food fact sheets that were issued during the period 1942 to 1946. And I'm taking this from number 21, which is all about rationing your sugar and making it stretch further. And I'm making the chocolate crunch. The original ingredients are a lot less than this. I'm going to be upping the ingredients so it'll fit into my tray, which is a 13 by 9 tray. So we're going to start off with some butter and some golden syrup. Now there's 3 ounces of butter in here and 8 ounces of golden syrup. So what we're going to do first of all is melt the butter and the golden syrup. I've had mine in for about a minute on high in the microwave, and I'm just going to give it a stir. Doesn't matter that it's not all melted. We're not looking for the total melt on this. That makes sense. You know what I mean. We don't want it totally melted. Just keep going at it. Because the golden syrup will be quite warm when we do this, and that will continue to melt the butter. Now just to let you know a little bit about rationing during the war. Rationing lasted till 1956. And in that time, they published about, let me see, hold on. They published 42 in total leaflets about various subjects. Potatoes, meat, carrots, making the most of your vegetables, making the most of your sugar, making the most of your fats, etc. To help people deal with the small amount of consumables that they were allowed each week. And it ensured that everybody got what they needed as well. It was the first time anybody had actually set out a nutritional guidelines for the country, seemingly. Okay, to this mixture now, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This is dark cocoa powder, not hot chocolate powder, proper cocoa powder, with a pinch of salt. And we're going to sieve that into here. Excuse my small sieve. I know it's a bit pathetic, but it's gonna do the job. We've all been very lucky not to live during the war, I think. To be fair, we've lived the best, haven't we, really? All those people were fighting so that we could live the way we do now, which is always, you know, you feel for them, don't you? Right, I'm also going to add, now this is optional, you don't have to do this. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just to, if I can get it open, just to help. I don't know what's wrong with this top, I can never get it open. Excuse me.
One eternity later.
I'll get a different one. Ha, put this one in. About a teaspoon, you can eyeball it. And that's optional. Right, we're going to mix that in. Just be careful when you're doing this bit. Cocoa powder does not like fluid for some reason. So it does take a minute or two for it to actually do what it needs to do. And that's melding. You do need the salt, because salt really enhances the flavour of chocolate. Be careful you don't splash yourself with this, because it won't come off your clothing either. And we don't want that, do we? No, we don't want that. Okay, my dad remembers this when he was a kid. His mum used to make it. He was born in 1940, so he's well aware of all the rationing and everything. So once you've got that amalgamated, it's time to add 12 ounces of oats. And these are just regular oats. Organic Porridge oats. These are local ones, so I'm going to pop those gradually into here. Mix them in a little bit at a time because it'll take a bit for it to absorb it all. This is a good time to put your oven onto gas mark 4-5, a moderate oven if you're interested, which is 180 degrees. or 350 or even 160 degrees fan. I'll put the conversions on the screen for you so you know. And we're just going to add these until we've got them all amalgamated. This was a lovely treat for them, let's be fair. When there's not a lot of sugar around, you know, how do they get it? They've got to do this. So just keep working it in until it's all amalgamated. It'll look like it's never going to do it, and then it will. It's a bit like a chocolate flapjack, really. You could add bits to this if you so wished. Chocolate chips would be nice. Dried fruit if you wanted. Anything that you want in that way. You know, make this your own. I'm just doing the original version because that's what I do on here. But you feel free to change it according to whatever you want. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Taking my 13 by 9 tin, I am going to place all of this into here. There you go. That to one side. And then I'm going to press it down with my metal spatula. So you need to press it well down. I would suggest lining your tin before you start this because, yes, it's sticking. It will stick to your tray. Will it be better with the other? Who knows? Let's have a look. Let's see. Yep. I think I always struggle with things that stick. Now there's no bicarbonate of soda in this or baking. There's no baking powder. There's no raising agent whatsoever. This is going to be crunchy when it's finished. Hence the name, chocolate crunch. So I'm going to put this in the oven now for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. And as soon as it comes out, I'm going to score it with a knife and then leave it to cool completely. Exactly like my Grasmere gingerbread, which if you want the recipe for that and you've not seen it already, I'll link it somewhere up here for you. Okay? Right, 15 to 20 minutes, gas mark 4-5. And this is the finished product. It was eaten within a day in my house. Shows how good it is. It was exactly like the flapjack. I personally think it could have done with some chocolate chips in it, but they enjoyed it. Anyway, that's it for now. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time on Eat These Words.